Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to Crypto Chat UK. I'm on tonight, well, mainly due to the last couple of days we've had some real movement on Bitcoin and a lot of the other cryptos. As you see, Cointelegraph.com, they've mentioned it here. Not the only ones to mention it. It's up over 1,000 in just 2 days. It is over 1,000 now in the last 2 days. Also, all top 100 coins are seeing green as well. That isn't unusual as such, but we are getting back up to that 300 billion mark, hopefully, and then hopefully go above. I'm always a bit cautious of this because you can get a drop as well. A lot of people think there's many reasons, several reasons for it. I mean, there's this thing with the ETFs at the moment. Will ETF approval lead to a flood of crypto cash? I'm pretty confident there's speculation on that and how it's going and what they're going to do. Obviously, ETFs stand for Exchange Traded Funds, if you didn't know it already. And they're seen as a very positive thing by many people. Public, actually, they said yesterday, did like a voting overwhelmingly in favour of Bitcoin ETFs on the SEC website for the US. And that it's unbelievable. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's showing more and more support for many things to do with the cryptocurrencies. I do think there's other things, of course. Now that we're getting more release of programs, apps, so forth, all these other things which are going to make it easier to get on board with cryptocurrencies, more user-friendly, that is going to increase it more. And there's a lot of fiat gateways due. I think there was something in here today about some other payment things that are being brought in to kind of have a fiat-style gateway, including some more debit card type stuff coming out. Loads of stuff is going on. If you want to have a look at it, look it up. But I think a lot of that is, yes, there's speculation on the ETFs. Certainly what's going on with any apps that are coming out and so forth, and there is several other things that are happening currently in the markets that is perhaps stimulating it as well. Hopefully that'll continue. Hopefully it isn't just a temporary up, because I would like to see it go well above the 300 billion mark now, and then hopefully, like what a lot of technical analyst guys say, is that to be back into the huge things and into that trillion mark again at some point. We'll see. It might happen. You never know. It might happen this year. It might just bottleneck up. I'm kind of thinking late next year, but who knows? They've obviously got this thing as well going on, so this might be influence of it. Congress are talking. I think it's tomorrow. Don't think it's today. I think it's tomorrow. So what to expect when Congress talks crypto twice? They've got it going on in the House of Representatives. We'll be hosting hearings on Wednesday to look at the topic from two distinct angles. The House Committee on Agriculture will focus on the emergence of digital assets, while the Financial Policy Subcommittee will examine the extent to which the United States government should consider cryptocurrencies as money. There's a lot more info in there. Let's see what comes out of that. That could be very positive news as well. People could speculate and purchase on that as well, on that news, or perceive what that news is going to be. So what I would do is keep your eye on that if you can. I'm going to keep my eye on it as well, see what's going on. But before I go, let me have a quick look at the market. I don't know if I think I've mentioned to you about Alessio Rastani. He's somebody who I look at, and he actually predicted this happening. If you look, I think it was in this video here, it's time to do the opposite of the herd on Bitcoin. I think he might have mentioned it in that. I won't play it now. But I think he also mentioned something here, the exact date of the next Bitcoin. Bitcoin's next big move, and that was done 2 days ago. This guy's absolutely fantastic. I watch many YouTubers. This guy for technical analyzing is, or TA as they call it, he's absolutely fantastic. Knows his stuff, a big history, and he's obviously is career based in this kind of thing. There is a few other people I watch that do similar things online, and they do similar things on YouTube, showing you and demonstrating how a technical analyst works. So, get involved. If you haven't got him, get him on your list of YouTubers to watch and subscribe to, because he's really good. But what we'll do is we'll look at the market now. I'm sorry for tripped up a little bit. I am very, very tired. It's been very hot, and I've been working hard, so I'm a little bit tired today. But if we have a look at the market, let's just refresh it. Let's have a look at it. Now then, we're on 297 billion. Another 2 billion's gone on there at some point. But if you look down now, you can see Bitcoin 7,464 still keeping its dominance. In fact, its dominance keeps creeping up slightly. So if you look at its dominance keeps creeping up, which I like. I really like that, so I'm happy with that anyway. But if you look, pretty much it's all green. Some have gained more than others. Stellar, which I'm involved with as well. I purchased some Stellar at 4 cents myself. Wish I'd have purchased more. That's got up 21%. It's always done me good anyway. And if you look, pretty much hardly any reds. I mean, obviously Teva doesn't count. I think they're all greens actually, all the way down. Some of them higher. Have a good look at that. If there's any on there, you probably want to have a look and see where you're standing at the moment with your cryptos. Very, very good. But if you also look at the market cap and you look at it over the period, we're probably up to late November's figures now. If I just change this to a year, we can have a quick look at it. Obviously, my computer's decided to run a bit slow, but if I click on 1 year, and we'll get that to refresh, and then we'll see where we are then. I mean, if you look, we're currently on 297 billion. So that, I think, if you can see how massive it grew in December. If you look, I've got a steady hand tonight, but it's basically late November figures heading into December. So that's currently what we're at now. We are at end of November's value or the total market capitalization. We have had drops very much lower. As you can see, in April we were down to 200 odd billion there. I think we may have dropped a smidge lower here. You know, it's if you can actually break it all down like that. But if you look in May, yeah, we did go above and beyond, and we went over to 400 odd billion again. So we're at 471 billion there. So we want to head back in that direction. It's probably been a perfect time to buy if it continues like this, and if the run continues and we are getting back to some of the highs of this year after the original crash in January. If we're getting to some highs, 300 and 400 billion, I'll be very happy. And it might be a positive sign moving up to Christmas. It might be a severely positive sign. What I would do, guys, if you're really into it, if you haven't bought yet, you want to look at it and try and find them drops. But I think in the recent weeks, certainly pretty recently, I would say it was perfect buy time. I did secure some more. I did put some more in. I got various. I jumped on various. But if you look at Bitcoin now, you can see where we're at with it. I mean, where it's gone here. I mean, if you just isolate it onto, say, 1 month here, we can see how it's gone, how it's dropped and gained. So have a brief look at it, because Bitcoin's a biggie for me. I haven't got a massive amount of Bitcoin, but I wouldn't mind buying some more. I mean, if you look at it, dip below the 6K mark, and now if you see it's been really nicely going, and it had another drop. We're all thinking possibly below the 6K mark if it didn't hit any support, and then now we're in a great position here. Hopefully this is the momentum that it needs, and I hope that it is all the stuff that's been going on affecting it, as well as the news from Charlie Lee buying the bank with Litecoin, or buying into the bank a percentage of, and getting more stuff going on with kind of getting the gateways open for the fiat goes. I'm sure that's going to help, and potentially that's how it's going to come about. Full apologies for the cap, by the way. I come back and I forgot I had this cap on, but I still got my blockchain t-shirt, and all that. This video's a bit rough. It was just off the cuff today. I hope it's some good information for you. I am keeping an eye on the market now, and hopefully it's going to continue to grow. This is what I'm looking for, and probably looking at if there is another drop, get some more in there, because I reckon by the end of this year it's probably going to be big. If any more stuff gets released, any more apps or more functionality, for example, to Ethos, which I still think I've had another look at that. I haven't done the Ethos review yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it at the moment, but from what I've used it and I've seen it, I'm loving it. Once they release out more functionality, it's going to make it even easier. So as adoption rates go up, domestic and commercial level, and as things become more safe for people to invest, it is going to go up as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, I'm no financial advisor, so you check it out. But as far as I'm concerned, it's going to go up massive. And I can't wait to see that trillion mark. When we hit that trillion mark and over, and it's not going to come back under that trillion mark, I'll be really happy at that time. If you are watching this video, let me know what you think. Do you think we're going to hit that trillion mark at any point in the next year or two? Maybe sooner? Maybe you think it's sooner? Do you think this run that we're having is going to continue? Let me know what you think in the comments, or send me an email, give me a call if you know me already. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, of course. and hopefully I will be bringing some great videos to you soon.